Oh,
Oh,
hi.
hey,
How are you doing?
I'm fine. You?
Oh, wow, much better now. You are so pretty. Where are you from?
Thanks. I'm from Switzerland. And you?
Oh, Switzerland. I love Switzerland. I'm from Brazil.
Oh, eu gosto muito do Brasil.
Oh, really? Oh, what, like you speak Portuguese? Like what do you speak Portuguese?
Ainda não falo muito bem, mas estou aprendendo, porque eu gosto muito da língua.
Ooh.
E também Guaraná.
Oh shit! Oh shit! But like, você fala muito, muito bem. Mas tipo, você aprendeu português sozinha? Você teve um namorado brasileiro? Por que você fala português?
Agora estou aprendendo português em uma classe em uma universidade.
Nossa!
Sim.
But like, you speak Portuguese. Do you speak any other language? Cause like, Switzerland, like you guys speak many languages in Switzerland, right?
Yes. I mean, it depends. We speak Swiss German, French, Italian, and Romansh.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I speak a little bit of French and also Spanish, like Spanish a lot.
¿Hablas español también? ¿Cómo aprendiste español?
Sí, am, lo aprendí en mi colegio durante 4 años
Ujú.
y también tengo una tía de la Dominicana República y eso era una gran motivación para mí. ¿Y por qué hablas tú español?
Tú tienes una pronunciación muy, muy linda, muy, muy bonita tu pronunciación.
Oh,
Bueno,
gracias.
yo vivía en Málaga y bueno, yo hablo muchos idiomas también, pero como vivía en Málaga por casi 9 meses, aprendí a hablar español también. Pero bueno, yo tuve que vivir en Málaga. Tú nunca estuviste en España, ¿no?
No, solo en la Suiza.
Ay, mi madre. That's actually amazing. Like, hold on, like you say, like in Switzerland, you guys speak German, French, like all these languages, right? Like, what language do you speak? Like, what is your mother language?
So my mother language is German or like Swiss German, but I live in the German part
Here I come.
of Switzerland.
Ah, das heißt, du sprichst im Fall ein bisschen Deutsch wahrscheinlich, oder? Ja.
Oh krass, wieso sprichst du Deutsch?
Also ich habe eigentlich schon seit mehreren Jahren Deutsch gelernt, genau. Also ich habe eigentlich zuerst selber gelernt und dann genau mit so YouTube-Videos mit iTalki-Lehre, genau. Aber eben, wie gesagt, ich liebe Sprachen, genau, deswegen. Ja, aber ich muss mich noch verbessern, ich bin noch nicht ganz fließend.
Also klingt ziemlich fließend für mich.
Wirklich?
So weil ich glaube, Deutsch ist ultra schwierig zu lernen. So,
Es war schon sehr schwierig,
klingt
aber
echt gut.
ja, also aber wenn man sich dafür interessiert, dann ist es ziemlich einfach und eben Sprachen ist absolut meine Leidenschaft, deswegen. Also hast du immer in der Schweiz gelebt oder?
Ja, genau. Ich habe immer hier gelebt. Wir lernen aber zum Beispiel Französisch in der Schule,
Ja.
weil es ja noch es gibt die Westschweiz und dort spricht man Französisch und deshalb lernt man ab der 5. Primarklasse Französisch.
Ah, krass. Ça veut dire que tu parles un petit peu de français aussi?
Oui, oui. Comme j'ai dit, je l'ai appris à l'école,
Oui.
mais ça fait longtemps que je ne parle pas. Oui.
Mais non, mec, tu parles hyper bien, c'est incroyable. Mais attends, on a déjà parlé l'espagnol, l'allemand, le portugais. Mais toi, t'es comme moi en fait, tu parles plusieurs langues.
Tú también.
Sí.
Pienso que tú hablas todo en idioma que hablamos muy, muy, muy bien.
Muchas gracias, sí. Pero bueno, algunos idiomas que todavía quiero mejorar, quiero, bueno, estar en un nivel más alto. Pero sí, pero yo hablo 8 idiomas.
Wow.
Sí.
What are the other languages? Now I'm curious.
Well, also Deutsch haben wir jetzt schon gesprochen. Okay, Deutsch können wir ankreuzen. para Francione, a parler également français, hablamos espagnol, a gente também fala português, English, of course, like
Mhm.
that's like the language we've been speaking all along. And で、日本語も喋りますね。で、3年前から独学で日本語勉強した。Maybe you didn't understand, like, do you know what language that was?
Yeah, that was Japan, right?
What? What?
Japanese.
Yeah. But like, how did like 日本語できますか？お姉さん。
Only a little bit. I just know some basics.
What do you know?
I can say hajimemashite.
はじめまして。はい。
Watashi wa Seraina desu.
す
こう
ごい。やばいっすね。すげえ。じゃあ、はじめまして。僕の名前はウェスリーです。ウェスリー。ウェス。でも、ウェスと呼んでください。よろしくね。セライナちゃん。So I just said like nice to meet you, like my name is Wes, and I think that was actually pretty good. That was an introduction. I didn't know your name is Serena, right? Serena?
Yes. Yeah, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Yeah, but like did I pronounce it right? Is Serena or Serena?
Seraina.
Serena, right? Serena, right?
Seraina. Yes, the R is a little bit because it's I think from Switzerland, or maybe it's just my dialect. I don't know.
Like we were at Japanese and like e anche l'italiano ovviamente, quindi ho imparato l'italiano era già quando ero piccolo, quindi i miei nonni sono italiani, no? E quindi è una lingua che mi piace tantissimo, no? Quindi parlo anche italiano.
Wow, ja, Italienisch kann ich leider nicht. Ich war schon oft in den Ferien dort, war
Mhm.
nur so pelati, bambini,
Like for
ragazzi.
but like I'm pretty sure you would understand if I would say sei molto bella.
Mm.
Did you understand that?
Você é muito lindo também.
What? Hey, okay. That was a nice counter. Damn, like your Portuguese level is pretty high. Like, how long have you been studying Portuguese again? Like,
No, I wouldn't know, it's not high yet. I'm in a A2 class right now.
yeah,
Like, I don't know if you know what I mean,
A2,
the language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would say I started last autumn, so it's like half a year now, but I wasn't dedicated that much. But yeah, it's really fun. I think the language is so beautiful.
Wow, I'm actually speechless. That's normally like the reaction that I get from people, and like I'm getting some of my own poison. Some of my own.
Well, I mean, you deserve more credits. I mean, you speak 8, you said?
Yeah, like ich glaube, Schweizerdeutsch kannst du natürlich auch, weil ich meine, du bist Schweizerin. Ich habe mit ein paar Leuten Schweizerdeutsch gelernt. Genau, aber Schweizerdeutsch ist natürlich nicht offizielle Sprache, aber ja, Schweizerdeutsch habe ich auch ein bisschen gelernt.
Okay, das ist crazy. Ich weiß gerade, hast du gar nicht. Hä? Du hast safe schon da gelebt.
No. Nein, schau mal, also wenn man Deutsch kann, dann zum Schweizerdeutsch lernen ist nicht so schwierig. Aber ja, genau, Schweizerdeutsch habe ich gelernt, aber ja, Zürichdeutsch, weil, weißt du, Kollegen, die ich kenne, die sind von Zürich, genau, darum habe ich...
Das ist sehr beeindruckend. Also, ich meine, es leben ja auch recht viel von Deutschland in der Schweiz, und ich weiß, dass viele sich wie auch nicht getrauen. Also sie verstehen Schweizerdeutsch perfekt, aber die getrauen sich wie nicht, um so selber Schweizerdeutsch zu reden.
Das stimmt.
Weil es schon, also darum
Genau.
props to you.
Danke vielmals. Also weißt du, mein Ziel im Leben ist, ich will 12 Sprachen können. Also nicht wegen der Anzahl, aber es gibt 12 Sprachen, die ich mich besonders interessiere. Also 8 kann ich schon und jetzt will ich nur noch 4 dazu können. Also ich bin noch Kroatisch, Serbisch am Lernen. Ich will noch Arabisch lernen, Indonesisch und Chinesisch. Genau. Ich glaube, wenn ich
Cool.
die 12 Sprachen kann, dann kann ich schon praktisch mit der ganzen Welt reden und das ist schon mein Ziel, genau.
Boah, ja, das wäre richtig cool. Ich finde es
Ja,
voll schön, dass wenn man so mit Leuten redet auf ihrer Muttersprache,
ja,
das öffnet voll Türen, habe ich das Gefühl. Also, sie sind grad
ja.
so es sind mega viel mehr Connections zum Mensch.
Voll. Und ich meine vor allem wegen der Persönlichkeit, weil, like, I think you notice right
Mhm.
now, like, your personality actually changed, like, when you spoke, like, your mother tongue. Like, like, I'm not saying anything wrong about your personality in the other language, but I think it was, like, much, for example, like, much nicer and much, like, smoother in Spanish and kind of different in English, but also kind of different in Swiss German. And like that's what I love because like I think we all humans like have like this daily mask that we put on, and especially like when you do not speak your mother language, I think that this mask becomes even darker, like even heavier, right? And I think when you speak
Ja.
someone's mother language, you actually have the possibility to enter their inner circle, like you're really part of them. And that's what I love about languages. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What do you consider your or what would you say is your mother tongue? Is it Portuguese?
You're right. It's pretty hard. I mean, I would say Portuguese, but I don't speak Portuguese on a daily basis, right? So, like mostly with my mother, but like with all my friends and work colleagues, I speak English, French, German. Otherwise, I mean, that's what I do for a living. Like I speak languages. So, but I don't speak Portuguese that often. So, I'm kind of rusty. But yeah, I would say so. Answering to your question, I would say Portuguese, but English has become more dominant lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think a lot in English
Yeah,
rather than
that's
Portuguese.
right. Yeah, but I mix it up many times. But I mean, I think you can
Yeah.
you can relate, right? Because like when you
Yeah,
speak
if I
Spanish,
read a book in English or like listen to an audiobook, then I I catch myself thinking in English rather than Swiss German. So
right?
it's the
Yeah.
same for me, yeah.
Wow, like I'm actually speechless. Like I've been on this platform for a long time, and like I've have to go through so many weirdos till like I came like to you, and like
Yeah, I can
that's
relate.
like yeah, but I mean that makes everything so worth it because like I actually met someone that I would never like get the possibility to meet here like where I live, and like to be honest, like there's also something like I gotta tell you that yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually like a YouTuber. Like I do like languages video. Yeah. So like, I like to promote
Oh,
the
okay.
languages and cultures, and that's why like I go on these platforms like OmeTV, like I meet random people and like I try to speak their language. And I'm actually recording right now. So if it's okay for you, like I could use this video like for my YouTube channel, that would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Really? Oh.
That's great content, I think.
Yeah.
I came on here to practice some languages,
Oh, really?
and I met the perfect person for that, I say. Because you can like
Yeah.
actually speak every language I can, so
Well, that's. I mean, you actually stole my sayings. Like that's actually crazy. But like, there's like something else that I gotta tell you too. Like, I actually live in Switzerland. Like that's how I learn like Swiss German. Like, not like
Ah,
I like to
I already
surprise.
knew that because it's so hard.
Oh, you knew?
I yeah, I mean, I got very suspicious because you talk Swiss German so well, and I think it's literally impossible to learn Swiss German
If
without
you don't live
actually
here,
living
yeah,
here.
yeah, you're right, you're right.
Darum
No,
glaube
no, no,
ich,
yeah,
ja, ja,
yeah,
die
yeah,
Deutsch.
yeah, yeah, you're right, you're right,
Wow,
you're
so
right, yeah.
wow, wie cool.
Ja, ja, aber so
Ich
weißt
auch.
aber das heißt, du wohnst in der Schweiz, aber wo genau in der Schweiz? Zürich hast du gesagt, oder?
Zürich, ja.
Aber hey, ich wohne auch in Zürich, wie habe ich dich noch nie gesehen?
Was hättest du gemacht, wenn du mich gesehen hättest?
I would have come up to you and I would be like, excuse me, Miss, like, I think that you're very beautiful, and like, I was wondering if we could go for like a cafe, if we go to drink some cafe someday, or like maybe walk at the park and like get to know each other. Like, yeah, that's what I probably would have said. Yeah.
A cafe sounds very nice.
Right? Would you be down to it actually, or?
Yeah. Yeah, I will be down.
Really? But like, I mean, like in this case, I already feel like a nice connection between us. So like, we could actually like skip the cafe and like, maybe go for dinner. Like, I live like in Oerlikon. It's like, also natürlich kennst du Oerlikon. Wohnst du auch in der Nähe von Oerlikon vielleicht?
Yeah, I do.
Really? All right. Like then bet like Oh, damn. See, like you even got me nervous that I dropped my yeah. So like what I was saying is that like we could go like meet on a Friday. But like yo, let me get your Instagram. Like I don't even have your Instagram. Like so we can stay in touch. So
Oh, yeah. Ooh, wait, I can write it in the chat.
yeah.
Dann kannst du mir ja schreiben.
Ja, kann ich.
Ich finde es übrigens voll cool, dass du so direkt bist. Also, ich habe das Gefühl, du bist so recht straightforward.
Ja, das freut mich oft, dass etwas Gutes ist. Okay, haben sie gefunden. Das
Wirklich?
Sereinagramm, gell? Sereinagramm.
Grab.
Aber was, du bist das Model? Also bist du das?
Ja.
Ich
Ja,
bin,
aber also
like, I've been
nicht.
talking to a model this whole time, like, and you didn't, like, you have beautiful pictures. Damn. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I model sometimes, but I'm not a full-time model.
Damn. I mean, you
So
should
thank you
be,
so much.
like, and I also see that, like, you work out and
Appreciate it.
shit, like, are you like a gym girl or something?
Yes. I work out full-time. Yeah, I'm a gym girl. But you kind of look like you're into gym as well.
Yeah, I'm a gym guy, but like glad you noticed. Yeah, I don't get that a lot.
It's hard not to.
Oh damn, okay. That's nice. I see where this is going. All right, so Serena, it was really really nice to meet you. You have beautiful pictures. You are like by far the most interesting person like I've met on this platform. And yeah, like
Yeah.
we stay in touch and see you on Friday, right?
See you on Friday, yes.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Hat mich gefreut. Ciao, ciao.
Ich auch. Tschüss.